I'm back. I'm back after a long time of probably not posting on here, but as you guys have seen by the title, today's another classic bench press, day of eating. And I've actually toned down on my day of eating a bit, but you guys are going to see later on in the video when I explain it. But for now, I'm like starving and I need to have my first meal. And the first thing I had when I woke up is one of these like 50 gram of protein, like milkshake kind of things. And that is easy 50 grams of protein. Breakfast is going to be something easy. 2 of these bagels, right? So, and after that, we are going to put in the air fryer. You've already guessed it, or you may not have guessed. 4 slices of turkey bacon, 2 in each bagel, obviously. So I'm going to get 2 packs out. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get an avocado here, and we're going to split it. Half an avocado on each bagel. Bagels are obviously going to be toasted because if you have like non-toasted bread with sandwiches or whatever you eat, you're just a bit weird, mate. Bit of a sicko. The texture is better, way easier to eat, and it just keeps everything kind of in the sandwich rather than one big like mushy thing that you're trying to consume. But anyways, yeah, I'll get that cooked up and I'll show you guys the meal after it's done. So the turkey bacon rashers are obviously nearly finished. I also did something else to the bagel. I'm just gonna put a little bit of butter just so it sticks a bit more, you know, like sticks a bit more nicely. And this is like pure butter, by the way. This is none of that added seed oil stuff. Oh, just look at that, bro. Just look at that meal. Obviously got my dog here. See what's up? Yeah, she's tired, but anyways, turkey bacon is. Oh, bro, look at that. Just look at that. Protein, bro. Just look at how crispy that shit is. Oh my god. I'm gonna go scran this meal, and then I'll show you guys and talk to you guys a little bit about my bulk, what I've changed, and what you guys changed, and what will affect and help you the most to get out of this sort of like heavy eating phase. And just little tips and tricks that I found that I've I've learned, I guess, over this bulk, because there's a lot to talk about, and I don't know if I can cover it all in one video, if I want to make a separate video on it, but I'll dabble in a bit of that. But anyways, we have these calories to get down because we have something special coming up. I have 170 bench on Monday, which is tomorrow, and then I have a 180 bench, fingers crossed, on the Thursday following. So obviously the lead up to that, everything that I put in my body, it kind of matters. But anyways, without further ado, let's get into the meal. So in all its glory here, we have the magical meal. Just look at that, bro. Just like look at it. Oh my god. Oh, I just want to destroy it. Okay, so I'm going to speak. So obviously I'm not going to speak for too long because I just want to get this day of eating going, and I want my metabolism to just speed up and kick things into gear. But I also found one of these little Easter bunnies, which, I mean, Easter was a bit ago. So I'm going to eat that because, I mean, it's just there. I mean, no one else is going to eat it, so I'll just add it to the calories, and then obviously it's going to help me towards my bench. But it goes against what I'm going to tell you guys after I eat this meal, tips-wise against bulking. And you guys can sort of make your own mind up for it, because that's kind of the whole thing about the gym is it's all just sort of like a learning process. Like it's a trial and error and finding out what you like the most and what you enjoy doing the most. And ultimately, sure, there is like scientific facts behind everything that you do, and there's more like the science-based approach to it, but nevertheless, as long as you enjoy it and as long as you are getting some results from it, because at the end of the day, everyone can argue about what was the most optimal thing, but if it works, it works. So unless you're a bodybuilder or Mr. Olympia and you're really trying to like squeeze every single percentile out, which most people aren't, then bro, just like do your own thing, you know what I mean? But anyways, we're gonna demolish this. Time lapse starts now. Oh, that was a really easy meal to get down. That's probably the quickest I've ever got that little 2 bagel situation thing going down, especially with the butter, which probably would have made it a bit more high calorie, but probably not harder to eat. Anyways, I was just watching some UFC, and yeah, now I've got a stain on my pants with some avocado on it, so that's great. It's probably gonna stain for a while, but anyways, I might just scoff this little chocolate bunny. Yeah, so once I've let this food settle down, sort of run its course in my digestive system, and obviously eating this chocolate bunny, I'm gonna speak to you guys about bulking and give you my pointers that I've learned recently, because obviously I don't want to say I'm an expert, but I feel like I've got a foot to put forward, and you know, something I can probably assist you guys with, considering I have done quite a lot of extensive eating and trial and error with these things, and obviously it's translating to some sort of gym progress, whether that be physically getting bigger or getting stronger. So yeah, I'll see you guys in like, I guess 2 seconds. Alright, so it's been some time since my last meal. I've let the food digested and I feel super light now, and we're actually gonna go into the second meal. But before I do that, I'm gonna talk about the tips I was gonna give you guys for bulking and what I've learned on this last little bulk. Not really little, and I'll get into that right now. So basically what happened about a month ago is that I was basically eating 5,000 to 6,000 calories of just anything and everything I get my hands on. Anything I found that was high of calorie, even sugary stuff, I would just consume it, not even care about my digestive tract, nothing. And basically, in long story short, I had a really big meal one night. So one of the gainer shakers I usually make, that goes down pretty easily. You know, I have no problems digesting it, whatever. That for some reason just didn't sit well with me the night I had it. And honestly, I've had the worst 2 weeks of my life following that event. Because basically what happened was, I got no appetite, so I lost all my appetite. In fact, anytime I even saw food, even if it was anything, like any sort of food, I'd just look at it, I'd try and eat it, and I'd spit it back out, and I'd have the urge to vomit, but I couldn't vomit because I didn't eat anything. And I feel like that would have been an acid reflux, or if it was a mental thing, I still don't know. But I'm basically taking acid reflux medication right now, and it's kind of helping, and I'm obviously back on my feet, eating good food. And I want to follow on from that point is, eating good food helped me sort of recover from having that like little hiccup, or I don't know, it was just horrid. Like, if you can think of literally, I saw food on my plate, like spaghetti bolognese, maybe it was muffins, and I was like, I can't even look at that, let alone like try and swallow it. So I basically switched to eating 500 grams of beef mince a day, olive oil only, like, so as raw as you can pretty much get in terms of like nutritional information and nutritional density. I then switched to 2 bagels, which you could argue is not exactly so healthy, but then following the 2 bagels, obviously you guys saw my meal, I've been eating every single day, is 4 turkey bacon rashers and 1 avocado. And obviously that made me feel a lot better, and I just feel good about myself. Like, my energy levels now when I wake up are just like this, constantly throughout the day, unless I have something sugary to like kind of curb that, which is obviously the square bars. Sometimes I still do eat these bit of square bars, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and say I follow everything to the T and I'm super healthy, but that is the only time I feel horrible, is when I have sugary stuff. So following from that, I think that's something you guys should try out, is eating good food that grows, like food that comes, like if you can't pinpoint where the food is from and it's not natural, just don't eat it, bro. Like, genuinely, it will make you feel so much worse. And I've actually maintained strength, funnily not, because obviously you guys know the whole point of this bulk is to get a 180 bench and get super strong and super big and put on as much good mass as possible, as with any bulk really. So what's happened from there is, I went to 90 kg with my 6,000 calories a day of eating absolutely dog crap food, to now I'm still 89 kg when I wake up. A lot of that weight that I lost would have actually been water weight from all the carbs and the muffins I was eating and all the sugar. To now I'm 89 kg, but I'm only eating 3,000 calories a day of really good food. You can't really, like, I don't really know how to explain it, and I feel amazing. Like, I don't have any dips when I wake up in the morning. Like, my energy is constant. I'm not getting like sugary spikes or like energy levels that are just crashing. So basically, I've been eating 500 grams of beef mince, that bagel meal I showed you without the butter, that was just a one-off, and yogurt, and sometimes Rice Krispies. Okay, don't kill me for that, but sometimes Rice Krispie treats, because I need a bit of a kick before a gym session, I need some carbs. But I can like substitute the Rice Krispies for like, I don't know, sweet potato or something like that. But I just don't have time to prep it, because obviously my work doesn't allow me to, because time constricting and stuff. But I'm trying to make it work. But the point I'm trying to make is, eat as much good food, and I feel like you can only really find this out by really dirty bulking hard and then not dirty bulking hard and trying to clean bulk, because that is how you develop the ultimate relationship with food that is so healthy, because you have to try everything, right? If you don't try dirty bulking, you're eating normal food and you're like, oh, I don't know, maybe this doesn't make me as strong as I would. That is obviously good that you're not eating that much dirty food, but you will never be able to appreciate the food that you have in front of you if you don't know what the extreme spectrum of the opposite would be. And I found that out. And I found that out the hard way. I found that out in America. I found that out here. So I guess what I'm saying is, you just gotta try everything. You gotta try dirty bulking. I'm gonna say this for everyone. You gotta try dirty bulking at least once, really intensely in your life. And if you don't, I feel like you're missing out on an experience. I'm not gonna say it's a healthy experience, because some people, it can really mess you up if you are not like all locked in up here. But from experience, and my experience that I personally learned, my relationship with food is now way better. I understand it a lot more. I understand what each and every meal does to my body, how I'm going to react, how it makes me feel. And I feel like I've just learned a lot on this bulk, and I feel like that's kind of the major eye-opening thing was, before this bulk I was never really like that. I was just like, whatever, it's food is food. Healthy food in your cup, dirty food in your bulk. But it doesn't have to be that way. You can learn both things, and you can have even a bit of both. Like sometimes I will just grab a dessert from the fridge, but it's in moderation compared to my bulking habits, which is normally like 2,000 calories of sugar and Krispy Kreme donuts. And the Krispy Kreme donuts will return before my PR date. And you know why? Because I need those carbs. Because scientifically I need those carbs, and I can't eat 2,000 calories of sweet potato. That's just how it's going to be. But anyways, I am literally waffling too much. I'm going to now eat my second meal, which is going to be 3 or 4 burgers. High fat, because obviously good fat, you need some good fats in your system. Obviously with brioche buns, which may not be optimal, because I was obviously preaching like, all this healthy food, and if it doesn't grow from the ground you shouldn't eat it, but that's like a fairly good meal. And then I'm gonna have some mozzarella with that, because you know, cheese, like, I don't know, just cheese is good for you, innit? So, and if there's anything you should take from that rant I just had about good food and unhealthy food, is that eating in that stupid surplus, eating all that bad food, I had the same strength versus eating this good food at maintenance, is that my body composition actually got a lot better. So obviously now I just look better on my bulk, and I'm still performing at the same, if not better than I was before. Actually, I'm definitely performing better, because my lifts are going up now, and I plateaued when I was eating all that dirty stuff. So if there's any piece of evidence that should like condemn you to make a choice or try it out, it should be that. And I'll put pictures up on the screen right now so you guys can sort of see eye to eye my physique difference, because honestly, like half of the gym is actually what you eat. Like realistically, how are you going to gain all this muscle mass, like all of these all these pictures you see on the screen, all this muscle, how are you going to gain any of that? Because most of that is coming from the stuff you put inside your body. Like muscle isn't just going to appear just because you lift a few weights. The gym is literally 50% of what you lift and 50% of what you eat, and obviously like the stuff like sleep and like recovery that you can take into account, but overall it is like half of the job is literally just picking up the fork and what is on that fork. But nevertheless, I'm going to see you guys in the second meal. Right, okay, so we are here with meal number 2, which is, I said it was going to be 4 burgers, I think, but it's only 2, and that is because each burger has 30 grams of protein, like 25 or like 26 something, but they're 270 calories each, so do the maths. Somebody's disturbing me by texting me. Do the maths, and that is 270 calories times 2, 540 for just the burgers, just the beef on its own. 2 buns, I think the buns are like 200 each, so then, no, they're 250 each, which adds up to 500, so that is well over 1,000 calories, plus actually the mozzarella ball. Got a bit of mozzarella, split it in half, put it on the bun, not on the bun, on the patty as it was cooking in the oven, like towards the end of its cooking time. And now we have 2 amazing burgers with ketchup. After this meal, we're probably going to indulge in 500 grams of beef mince, and we're just going to call it a day, because as I said earlier, I don't want to fill it up with too much stuff, and I got the necessary fuel for my body that it needs to do what it does, gain muscle and maintain its weight. 3,000 calories roughly for this day of eating, maybe a bit higher. And that's pretty much it. That's as simple as it gets. So I'm gonna dive into these burgers, because that's just, I'm not gonna be able to do that one on my cut. So just gonna enjoy it, and they're actually pretty good, because they're like the gourmet burgers you get from the supermarket, but they were super discounted. So yeah, I'm gonna indulge in that, and I will see you guys after the meal. Sick. Anyways, what is up, YouTube? We are, I think, a week away from it being 2 months deep into the cut. So you obviously know what that means. It means that we did in fact get 180 or 4-plate bench. And yeah, life's pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. I enjoy not eating that much. Eating healthy stuff. And I mean, man, look on. I look great. Like my physique, I'll put a picture on the screen of me bulking. It was going a bit too far. But anyways, we're here now. Got breakfast. 200 grams of raw lean beef mince. 4 turkey bacon rashers. Got my vitamins stacked for the day. Took my vitamin D and K2 up there, so I'm gonna get this down. Still half the water on me. But yeah, today we have shoulders and arms and some hill sprints form of cardio. So I can't lie, on my car I've just been doing a load of just spontaneous stuff. Like, I've been having cheat meals but not cheat days. I've been in a deficit every single day at least, if not like some days I'll be in a crazy deficit of like 1,000 to 1,500 calories. Some days I have some cheat meals and I'll be like 700 or 500 calories in deficit. But at the end of the day, for me, it's more about eating to live, not living to eat. So this is obviously all good stuff for my body. We are, I believe, 11 kg down. I'll weigh myself at some point because I had a bit of a cheat day yesterday. I had a massive barbecue and had some apple pie and custard. So we won't be weighing ourselves today because, yeah, it would be rather unfair. And I also had quite a bit of water and fluid to drink with that. So yeah, weighing around 82 to 81 kilos, fasted to dry in the morning, down from 92 peak bulk, that is crazy, bro. Like, I don't know, some people might say that's a lot of weight loss, but I mean, I've maintained a lot of my size. So anyways, we'll get this meal down and then I'll talk a bit about what I'm doing on the cut and what the next plan and what steps are to, yeah, what the next plan and steps are regarding if I'll bulk, when I'll bulk, and what the bulk will be about. But yeah, I'll see you guys after my meal. I'm just trying to hit my 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, obviously to maximize the amount of muscle that I build on my cut. Because when I train for hypertrophy on my cut, bro, I get bigger on my cut. I don't know about anyone else, but some people may think that's like an unnatty trait of me that I get bigger on my cut, which would imply that I'm on gear. Because I mean, who the fuck builds more muscle in their cut than their bulk? But at the same time, you guys have seen how I train in my bulk. I don't train for hypertrophy and I don't do failure or drop sets purely because I'm just trying to get pure strength. Like, I'm just trying to move as much bench mass as possible from point A to B. And bro, there's nothing you can do to stop me. Like, at the end of the day, that is what I want to do, and that is what the gym is about for me. Bench rant over. I'm gonna show you guys now what I have like as my like pre-workout / energy kick for the day. I basically just get 1 rice cake. It has 27 calories in it. Put some peanut butter, like a teaspoon of peanut butter on. 100%. You don't want any of that palm oil stuff. You guys better know that's bad for you. Like, if you guys don't already know that seed oils are bad, bro, then you're cooked. But then we got some Polish honey from yours truly, Tesco in the Polish section. My mum put me on this. Very nice. And then we sprinkle it with some dark chocolate, some Peruvian pure raw 100% dark chocolate, and I believe some salt we have over there. Carby fat kick meal to the day. Obviously, because I'm not bulking, I will not be having a load of carbs. They are empty calories. In my opinion, they're not useful to me. I can push myself without carbs, but you do need them in your diet. So I guess the rice cake, honey and fats, this is my energy source. Very minimal but very effective. I do also from time to time when I'm at work, because this is a day off for me, I don't obviously just sit at home and go to the gym and eat protein all day. Usually in the morning I'll have actually a different breakfast. It will be beef mince. No, it won't be beef mince. It will be 4 turkey bacon rashers, 4 eggs. That's it. So I'll have the turkey bacon before I go to work, and at work I'll have the eggs. I'll have like a little pot with me that I bring, like a little meal prep container. And I will try and spread my protein intake across the day, because I woke up today and it's 10 o'clock and normally I wake up at 4 or 5 a.m. So hence why I had a big lump sum of protein, because I've got to get that metabolism kicking and going and start feeding myself with those building blocks to get me that Mr. Olympia physique, if you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I don't want to be talking about bulking too much because it's actually making me low-key hungry. So yeah, I'm gonna close this fridge. And yeah, I think I'll see you guys in my car before we start working out. We got shoulders and arms today and forearms. Maybe we'll hit a little bit of abs because I'll show you guys what I do for abs. The lighting ain't terribly great, but this is what my physique is kind of saying right now. Don't know if you guys can see that. I have to like bend my knees a bit, but yeah, my physique is looking good. Try and find some optimal lighting. This is more optimal. This is my physique right now. Cheated a few times on my diet, but you know, this ain't terrible. Yeah, for having a few cheat meals, a few cakes, a few pies, a few donuts. My cut isn't going bad right now. My cut's going great actually. That's sort of the breakdown on my cut. I've been fairly disciplined when it comes to the little cheat meals or the things that I do grab for when I do have a sweet tooth. But mainly I just fix it with fruit. So I don't see myself anytime soon cheating on my cut with anything crazy like a cookie or a donut. It's just not something I do. I obviously know I want to get peeled, and I'm gonna get peeled, and it won't break me. I'll stay strong. Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you, 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 won't you let the light shine through. This, a cookie on my cut? Busted! Yeah, I can't lie, I saw this shit through the window and I was like, that looks way too nice to pass up, because I've been seeing crumble cookie ASMR on my For You page. You know, you have them girls with the little milk and the ice inside the cup swirling it around, and that shit looks way too nice. But we don't have that crumble shit here in the UK. I'm even sweating from how much I want this cookie right now. So yeah, I saw this through the window and I was like, it would be illegal not to cheat on my cut, even though I literally jinxed it today and said that I'd been doing so well and I haven't cheated in 3 to 4 weeks. But here we are. Anyways, I'm gonna savor this cookie. It will be my fuel source for my my cardio form later, so I guess it will be burnt off. But yeah, man, 450 calories straight to the shoulders and arms, which we trained today. All right, we are back from the cardio, or the hill sprints. Not hill sprints, but just sprint training. Didn't film any of it because first of all it was raining, so I didn't want to bring my camera. My camera died anyway, so I had to charge that. And also it was raining, so like me having my phone propped up and it was connected to a speaker got all a bit too confusing. So I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna enjoy the hill sprint session. I'm just gonna focus on the session. The other thing I had was a protein shake from Bulk Powders, the aftermath post-workout recovery. 260 calories and 40 grams of protein, creatine, glutamine, and HMB, which is like it's pretty much everything you need in a recovery shake, and has some carbs in it as well. So I had that. So the protein count was sitting at 100 grams after the gym. Obviously, quick carbs for that little hit session that I did, not hit session, but sprint session and cardio. And now I'm about to have, yeah, you'll see what I have, steak and asparagus. Right, so I'm pretty hungry right now, so I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. This is what we are having for dinner. Rump steak. Probably, I've already had a lot of it, as you can tell. I got a bit hungry waiting for the asparagus to boil in the saucepan. I have a bit of salt there, so you know, each piece, salt it a little bit so my flavour buds are just like on fire. Asparagus, don't know how much, doesn't really matter, it's green. Weight, like calorific value is pretty much like 0, like nil pois, absolutely nothing. And we may even hit it with a complimentary ice cake, peanut butter and dark chocolate. Yeah, because I feel like my carbs obviously are low and you want to replenish your carbs after doing a lot of high intensity stuff and a high intensity workout, as I did with the hill sprints. So definitely want to replenish my glycogen stores before hitting my calisthenics tomorrow, because that's what I do on my rest days. I kind of just have fun with it. But yeah, nevertheless, I'm gonna get into this meal, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next meal. Also, really quickly, I forgot to say that I take this fish oil, cod liver oil, 3 times a day, because it's meant to help combat omega-6, I think, which is not quite good for you, or something like that. There's like an imbalance where omega-3 helps balance it out, and it has an effect on your cholesterol, which is inevitably what causes heart disease and stuff like that. If you want to read more into that. And if you want to read more into it, there's a book that I'm reading at the moment, which is where I got it from, backed by a scientist, like PhD, like he's done all of his studies and stuff. So yeah, this is like something very little goes a long way, you know what I mean? So yeah, taking this 3 times a day just to be super healthy and reduce the risk of getting some mad disease is a small price to pay in my opinion. So yeah, I'll pop this now. And yeah, we're good to go, so I'm going to crack on. Got a shower, got a shitload of content to pump out, about 5 videos, and yeah, I'll see you guys in my last meal, and maybe I'll do some reflection tomorrow in the car talking about my 180, because I didn't get to talk today. I just scrambled that cookie that I ate from town, that cheat meal, and yeah, didn't really have time, and also the camera died, so like I couldn't really record anyways. But yeah, I'll see you guys after I've showered, recorded all my stuff, and I'm sitting in front of my last meal of the day. I might even go to the shop to get some steps in, just because why not, you know? Get some stuff for tomorrow, like fruit and stuff like that, so I don't have to truck around on a Sunday and leave my house, because tomorrow is grind day. Tomorrow, I may as well do calisthenics at home, because I don't really need to be in the gym for that, so I can save petrol money and just be in my own like environment. Like look at the weather outside. Like, I mean, the ND filter isn't on my camera, but trust me, it's looking aesthetic. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna crack on with that, and I'll see you guys in my next meal.